నమస్తే. తెలుగువారి మనస్సాక్షి సాక్షికి స్వాగతం. And welcome to our show Vastu and Grahasastra by Dr. Deepika Sangi Gupta ji. Welcome Deepika ji. How are you today?
Thank you, Preeti ji. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, Deepika ji. So Deepika ji, today I'm really excited about our topic as really I didn't think like this topic is connected to Vastu. So these days to succeed in every aspect, we need some communication skills. We need to make friends towards the other people. So like it's really important to connect with people in today's world for everything, Deepika ji. It can be for business purpose or whether he is software professional, teacher or any other job. But it's important to share the knowledge, gain the knowledge or to impress the people. So is there any chance like to improve these type of skills through Vastu, Deepika ji?
Yes, definitely. We can improve the communication skills also through Vastu. See, each and every zone in the Vastu governs one or the other aspect of communication. Let's say the basic skills are governed by the Southwest. If your Southwest is disturbed, then there will be the, basic skills of the communication will be missing. Then if you are talking to the customers, if you are talking to your clients, and then you need some different, special skills to communicate, then that is governed by the North. Then every communication, if it's a business communication, it has to be turned into the profit, into some kind of gains. So that is governed by the West. Whether those communications, sometimes see what happens in the business thing, that you keep on talking, you keep on doing meetings, but nothing materialize. So those communication gets materialized, so that the West. So each and every zone in the Vastu governs one or the other aspects of the communication.
Okay. So Deepika ji, like how can we connect people for business as Corona business got affected, as we need people as customer, clients in every field. You need people to run the business, Deepika ji. So how can we improve these type of tactics or these type of skills towards the other people through Vastu, Deepika ji?
See, in business, first of all, you need to have a stable mind, a good health. A good health and a stable mind will be able to take the right decisions. And then you need good communication skills. So for business purpose, I would say that the Northeast is very important. You should have clarity of mind, like what kind of communication you want, what kind of business strategy you are making, and then the communication should be based on that business strategy. So the Northeast should be clean and clear. It should be balanced. Then the second thing is the health, right? The health should be good. So the northern side of the Northeast should be well balanced. And then for the business, we need the customers, we need the clients to talk with. So the North should be good. The North should be balanced. The North should be, it should not be either exhausted or depressed, or it should not be overextended. When the North gets overextended, we keep on doing the meetings, but nothing materializes. The customer also keeps on coming back and back, but they also get confused whether to do the business or not. Then they will go to some other places. They will try, some other business houses or some other rates or whatever kind of a business, and but they will again come back, but again nothing materialized. They will again go. So for that thing, the North should be well balanced. Then, as I said, the Southwest is the zone of your communication skills also, like the way you present yourself, the way you talk, the way you carry forward. You start the communication, the middle of the communication, and then the end of the communication. And then all those things, like whatever communication you are doing should materialize for that West. And then you need people to talk, right? You need people as a clients and the customers. So East is that place that from where you can get your clientele. So all these areas should be in a business house, in any kind of business. See, again, it depends what kind of a business, but as for basic, these things need to be balanced. But one more thing is that you need to speak from the heart, right?
So,
yeah,
of course, Deepika ji, that is the main mantra we can say. Like, if for every business, we need to speak from the heart, whether it can be positive. So, if there is a negative thoughts, also we have to speak it through heart so that it will becomes positive, Deepika ji.
Yeah.
So,
See, sometimes
Deepika ji,
people talk, see, sometimes people, when they talk by heart, then you already get connected to them. But some people, they, they don't talk that by heart. Like, the energies are different. The people with pure heart, pure mind have different energies, right? So when you have those pure energies, when you have that positive vibes, when you have that basically pure vibes, then people already get attracted towards you, people already get connected to you very, very fast.
So, Deepika ji, in your words, you're telling some like some remedy, like we need to keep not so much cleanly, and the not should be good for these type of to improve the communication skills. But Deepika ji, like for example, if it is a sales business, then we need to talk with every client. For example, if it is a software professional, then he needs to impress only his manager. Otherwise, if he is like doing as a teacher, there is no need to. I mean, he needs to impress the students. Some
Hmm.
jobs no need to impress the other people. So is it related to every job, or there is a difference between, so like software professional will have the different vastu tip, or a salesperson will have the different vastu tip? How we should take this, Deepika ji?
Yes, definitely. See, if you have to only impress your manager in the communication round, then definitely see the manager is your boss, right? So again, you need the support of the boss. Then the zone will definitely be changed. But if you need to talk to each and every client, then definitely the knot should be balanced. If the knot has, anti colors, anti elements, again, either depressed, exhausted, or overextended, then definitely the energies will not be balanced, and then the customer will not be happy or satisfied with the communication whatever you have. So again, it will be hard for the customer to pick the person quickly in one go only.
So, Deepika ji, like some people will be shy, and sometimes if there is opportunity also, because of this shyness, and they cannot interact with other people, so they cannot able to talk with the people in the office too. So this still becomes a little bit backlog to grow for that person. So is there any vastu tip for this, Deepika ji?
Yeah, see, if the person is shy, let's take that. So, first of all, if the person is shy, then we need to have that, though the clarity is there, the clarity in the thoughts is there, but still you need the confidence, right? Sometimes you don't have the confidence, sometimes you are shy because there is no clarity of thoughts. So, there can be many aspects why the person is introvert, right? Why the person is shy, why the person don't go out and speak, right? So, it depends. Like if there is lack of confidence, then check the south. Is there any anti color, anti element? Is there, the south is either extended or exhausted, or is there any kind of depression in the south? And then anti activity is there in the south. If there is no clarity in mind, a person is not clear what to speak, when to speak, how to speak, then if he or she is shy because of that, then check the northeast of the house. Is there any, again same thing, again any anti activity over there, or anti color, or anti element, or the northeast is cut, or the northeast is extended. See, many people say that the Asian Vastu, especially the people who follow Asian Vastu, usually say that the house should have northeast facing. The house should have extended northeast. No, the extended part of any like extended any zone in the building will create the disturbance in that zone. It is not good. Neither cut nor extended. It should be balanced.
Okay.
So it
So Deepika
depends
ji,
why the person is
mhm.
shy,
Okay.
right?
So, of course, Deepika ji. So, social mingling these days, this topic becomes a controversy word, but still, we need the social mingling with all the people, Deepika ji. Like through our words, we need to attract the people for anything. We need to convince the people. So, like these days, much needed for all. As everybody is stressed and depressed, how should we overcome this, Deepika ji?
See, everybody is depressed, no doubt in that. Depression is really, conquering the major thought process of, I think, each and every individual. At the same time, see, you asking that, how we can have that confidence in the talk, right? And then how we can impress people, how we can, attract people through our speech and that social mingling. See, first of all, today, as you said, the social mingling has again become a very controversial word. First of all, try to live conventionally. The people who live unconventionally usually like different kind of social mingling, and that can create a problem. In short run, definitely it will attract, but in the long run, it does not. So try to live conventionally, live a good, peaceful life conventionally, pure with purity, with good thoughts, good heart, and everything. Don't try to cheat people. It can affect anybody's life, like anything. Okay, the second thing is that to attract people, the eastern side, just check the east of the house, and then you should be to communicate with anybody. First of all, you should also be in a good mood to communicate. If you have mood swings or if you are not in a good mood, then definitely you spoil the communication, right? So, the eastern side of the northeast and the eastern side, these two zones should be balanced. For that, if they are balanced, then definitely you can have a good connectivity, you can have good network, you can have good social mingling. And that social mingling, if east and the eastern side of northeast is balanced, then that social mingling can also bring the business to you. See,
Okay.
today people, if mingle with anybody, I think the world has gone, this is Kalyug going on, and people usually mingle to have some or the other gain from the other person, right? So if you are looking for that kind of relationships, then especially the E should be balanced. There should not be any anti-color, anti-activity over there, anti-element over there, and then avoid keeping anti-colors over there. That can really create problem in the your social associations. And sometimes even the gas stove over there, depending on the stars of the people staying in the house, the gas stove can also create a problem in the east.
Okay. So, Deepika ji, as you mentioned about the colors, could you please suggest us like which color is good to improve this kind of vastu in the home, Deepika ji?
See, it depends, as I have many time talked about the this five elements theory. So it depends. The pastel shades of the green is good in the east, or keep some plants in the east. This is the smallest remedy one can do, and then keep the plants in the north. That enhances your creativity, productivity, and your network thing. So do these things. This will really help.
So, as we are talking about the communication skills with the other person and to be attractive for the other person, one more major thing is hidden in between this, Deepika ji. Like we need to gain some relationship between to wife or else to the kids or else to the neighbors inside of our home. We need much this. For example, if a person is so stressed, he cannot able to communicate with the people in their home happily, Deepika ji. So, is there any good remedy for this, Deepika ji?
See, if there is a communication problem within the house, then first of all, then definitely there has come some gap in the relationship, right? When there is a gap in the relationship, then definitely, the communication also gets disturbed, right? Sometimes we say something not in that mood or that with that vibes, but the other person takes it that way. Why? Because there is some negativity in the thoughts in relationship, right? So for that, first of all, the northeast should be clean and clear, so that each and everybody has the positive thoughts and positive vibes. And then for this, keep some family pictures in the southwest of the house, in the golden frame. That will make the relationship stronger and better.
Yeah, Deepika ji, we have a caller, Sahil from New Jersey. Let's talk
Okay.
with Sahil. Hello, Sahil.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, ma'am. Sahil
Hello.
this side.
Hi, Sahil.
मैम मेरा नाम साहिल है। मुझे इसका पूछना था, जैसे तो मेरी काफी टाइम से मतलब शादी वगैरह में अड़चन आ रही है, तो इसके बारे में पूछना था।
Acha, okay. So for the marriage, first of all, we have to see the stars also. But I'm giving you a very small remedy. Just see the southwest of the house. The southwest of the house should definitely have, should be balanced. And are you staying in your own house or a rented one?
Sorry.
Are you in your own house? You live in your own house or a rented one?
Yeah, or no.
Rented?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if it is a rented one, then I would suggest that spread one yellow mat in the southwest of the house, and then you can put a pair of, the love birds in the southwest of the house. That will help you to get a good partner for you.
Can you repeat it, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm
Yellow?
saying that yellow mat in the southwest of the house, put a yellow mat in the
Uh-huh.
southwest of the house, and
Okay.
also put a pair of love birds in the southwest of the house. Yeah. And clean the southeast of the house too. It should be balanced, the southeast also.
Hello?
Sohel, are you there?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Sohel.
ma'am. Yeah,
Hello? Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you have noted down?
Yeah, yellow mat, south side.
Southwest.
Yeah, southwest. Okay.
Yeah. A yellow mat in the southwest and a pair of love birds.
Okay.
Yeah, made with the porcelain. Take a pair of lovebirds and put it in the southwest. This will help you to get a good life partner, a perfect partner for you.
Yeah. Sohel, thanks a lot for calling us. Deepika ji, we have other caller, Srini from Maryland. Hello, Srini.
Okay.
Hey, hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Srini. Yeah, Deepika is here.
Okay. I have a question. Actually, we're trying to buy a house here, and we have a question regarding the particularly about direction. So,
Okay.
the house is in east direction, 108 degrees east, and east facing, and the kitchen is in the southwest. Okay. Is it good to have the direction in the house? And when we
See,
are
the
cooking,
east
like
is
it is
okay.
facing the southwest.
Okay, so the east is okay, and the kitchen in the southwest, I would say yes, definitely avoid. But are you really liking this house very much?
Yeah. From budget point of view, yes.
Okay. From the budget point of view. Okay. So do one thing whenever you are not cooking. Okay.
Mhm.
Then, put a yellow color towel on the gas stove whenever you are not cooking. And then also one more remedy that put one yellow spread on the mat, or like some yellow mat on the floor also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, do these two things, and then you can control to an extent the negative energies of the southwest kitchen.
Okay. But basically, it's not good, right?
Yeah, it's not good. The kitchen in the southwest actually disturbs the relationships.
Okay.
So
Okay.
personal relationships can be disturbed. Yeah.
Okay.
But see, again, Srini, as you know, we cannot get a totally 100% Vastu based house also. So basically, I try from myself to give more remedies if it is really, not a very negative thing. So you saying it is in the southwest, maybe it's not exactly in the southwest,
Right. Right. Absolutely. Yes. Correct. And
right?
the
So
same house
because
has southeast master bedroom. How does that work?
okay, the master bedroom in the southeast is okay. Just get it in the pastel color, especially the pink. Very, very light tone of pink would be very good for a
Okay.
couple, a southeast bedroom.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that is okay. But yes, definitely the southwest kitchen is not a very good sign.
Okay. Only that those two remedies like yellow cloth, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yellow cloth, you can spread that.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thanks a lot, Srini, for your call. So, Deepika ji, like as Srini discussed, sometimes because of the budget issues, we need to buy a home which has little bit Vastu defect in that. But we need to know the remedies, what needs to be followed for the Vastu for particular defect, Deepika ji. And I think Srini is a good example for that, and he can able to buy the house, but he needs to follow some little small remedies which is suggested by you, Deepika ji.
Yeah, see,
So,
that is why I gave
mhm.
him remedy, because he said that, he's liking the house because of the budget thing. And, this is very common. So, even the as an Vastu expert, we can't keep on saying no, no, no to each and everything, right? And, none house in US or even in India, you can find it that a Vastu perfect house, right? So we can do the remedies to control the energies. That is why I told him that yes, the east facing house, the house is facing east, the master bedroom is in southeast. So if the kitchen is in the southwest, then definitely the energies can be controlled to an extent.
Yeah. So, Deepika ji, coming to our queries, Deepika ji, like, can Vastu help in restoring emotional stability and improve our relationships, Deepika ji?
Regarding the communication.
Yes, absolutely, Deepika ji.
Yeah, the Vastu can definitely do that. See, the communication can get disturbed because of many things. There can be negative thoughts, there can be mood swings, there can be, the gap if it's on a personal grounds, there can be gap in the relationship. But, when you stop communicating, then everything gets disturbed. Like, see, if there is husband, wife, or, any other relationship, or even if with your customers, if you keep talking, then one day or the other you convince them. For let's say the customer has 10 problems, so the first problem solved, the second, the third. If you're communicating, you can solve the problems one by one, right? But if you stop communicating, then that is the end of everything, right? So communication is very, very important, even in the relationships also, whether it is a husband wife relationship, whether it's a brother brother relationship, or any kind of relationship, even the friends. If you are talking, then at least you are, if there is any kind of misunderstanding or anything, you can talk and you can clear the things. But when you stop talking, then the things comes to an end, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
Deepika ji.
so definitely for that, first of all, clear the northeast for the clarity of mind.
So, Deepika ji, one more topic is aggressive behavior. Sometimes people knows that they are really behaving aggressively, but they cannot able to control their angriness, or they cannot able to control their aggressiveness, Deepika ji. So it's becoming common these days. So is there any Vastu tip by you for to control this aggressive behavior, Deepika ji?
See, if the communication is getting disturbed because of the aggressive behavior, then I would say that, check the southern side. The whole southern wall has to be checked. There can be some or the other kind of disturbance in the southern wall. If the fire element, the south controls the fire element. If the fire element gets disturbed, then the person become aggressive. So when the fire element get disturbed, you can check, not by Vastu only, in your body only. If the fire element in the house is disturbed, then you will feel lazy, you will feel lethargic, you will feel that the energy is totally drained, you will have a lot of mood swings. Then the next thing can be that you can become aggressive, or you can become irritated, or on very small things. So if the fire element in the house is disturbed, then definitely that affects the body too.
Okay.
So
So
just
Deepika,
balance the southern side of the house.
Okay. So, Deepika ji, for the answer to the caller, Srini, you mentioned like to keep some love boards in the room. So, can we know a little bit more about that, Deepika ji, to improve the relationship between the husband and wife?
No, don't keep them for husband and wife. See, it depends, like, what kind of a problem it is. It can also give extramarital affairs. If, the lovebirds are in the southwest of the house, or even if the Radha Krishna painting is there in the southwest. So, ladies, just check if you have kept any Radha Krishna painting in the, especially, or, the Lord Krishna in the southwest, then that can attract that kind of energies for the husband. So if anybody is a husband having extramarital, just check, ladies, that the southwest must not be having any Radha Krishna painting, or the Krishna alone, or the lovebirds over there. So it depends what kind of a problem. So the first caller asked that I'm not getting married, so I told another things also, to spread the yellow mat and everything to control the energies, right? So otherwise, don't keep anything like that. Don't
So I think, I think fortunately all the ladies got a good tip from you today, Deepika ji.
Yeah. Never keep Radha Krishna painting in the southwest, never keep Radha Krishna idol in the southwest, and never keep butterflies in the southwest. Sometimes you see those butterfly on the walls and everything. Never keep them in the southwest. If the dasha will come, if the Rahu gets activated, or Rahu Venus, the Dasha or any other Dasha, depending on the horoscope also, then, the man or the women of the house can go into extramarital affairs and really, serious extramarital affairs. And that is very unconventional way of living. Like I always say, live conventionally.
So I think Deepika ji, from your words, we need to do separate episode on these things for especially women, Deepika ji. So
Sure,
yeah,
most welcome. Let's do next one on this only, the
sure,
extramarital
Deepika ji.
affairs. Yeah.
Sure. So coming to our queries, Deepika ji, will really photographs part of the photographs in the building will build a good relationship between the husband and wife, or is it myth, Deepika ji?
No, it is definitely, if you are keeping, like, see, depending on the problem, like what kind of a problem husband wife is going through, as we talked, like if there is an extramarital affair or the communication gap is there, or there is some adjustment problems, and then why those adjustment problems are coming. So there are many kind of things that husband wife, sometimes the parents of one family is interfering too much, then also the gap comes between husband and wife. So it depends what kind of a relationship what kind of a problem in the relationship is there, and then that zone is treated. Usually, I have seen from my experience that if there is a gap between husband and wife on it can be on any basis, then the symptoms are matching. Like you will see, let's say the husband wife are fighting for one particular thing, and if you check that zone, you will definitely find the disturbance in that zone. And once that zone get treated, slowly and slowly they start compromising. I would not say word you compromising, but they start understanding each other then.
Yeah. So Deepika ji, today's episode is really something interesting and which is needed for everyone. And also, fortunately, we got one good topic to discuss in the other episode. So
Yeah.
today, yeah, let's conclude our topic for the today's episode, Deepika ji, and let's connect with the other episode with the other good topic, Deepika ji.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Preeti from Sakshi.